You know, Star Wars is just one giant incestuous space opera about how one family ruins everything.
Yeah. So it's like real life. Oh, hold on.
Kinda? I mean, I guess you can compare the Skywalkers to the Habsburgs.
And the Rockefellers?
Did the Rockefellers really ruin everything? Because I think there was a couple other families involved in that.
Yeah, that's true.
The Habsburgs, by the height of their power, they were the family.
Yeah.
Which is also what was their downfall, because that chin. Like, they got so top heavy with that chin, they couldn't stand back up.
It's true.
They could fence with that fucking thing. It's the males used to assert dominance amongst the family members.
I'm picturing that now. And
It
it's
works.
funny.
Yeah.
It's like Akagi.
Yeah. That's why Akagi is so strong. He's a Habsburg in
There
disguise.
you go. Yes, you got it.
A
And he
Habsburg-
ruins everything. Which, in this case, is a good thing. But
Yeah, because he's only ruining it for terrible people.
yep. And nobody has any fucking clue what the hell we're talking about because nobody's seen Akagi.
Go watch Akagi. It's a really good anime about mahjong.
Are you familiar with, what is it? KG Ultimate Survivor? Yeah, same guys. Akagi came first.
I think the best way to describe it is, hey, you know Season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh? Remove the magic and that's all of Akagi.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing stopping our hero from being a really terrible villain is he's doing awful sadistic shit to pretty much exclusively bad people.
Yeah, it's true. Well, that, and he doesn't seek out, like, he doesn't actively go and fuck with people. He puts himself in situations where people will try to fuck with him, and then he destroys them.
Yeah. He's like the kind of predator that makes itself look like prey so it can eat other predators.
Yes.
Like, oh, you thought I was weak and vulnerable. That's really funny to me.
Yeah.
That was mistake number 1.
You fool. And guess what? If you weren't the type of person to prey on the weak and vulnerable, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have to worry about me at all.
Because the way he sets shit up is he doesn't, like, trap people from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
He lets them dig their own trap holes.
Yeah.
Every single one of his villains could have stopped it at any time, but they decided to go further.
Yeah, they had too much pride.
That last guy especially.
Oh god, yeah. Well, he gets goaded into continuing.
Yeah. It's like,
So there's a Game Grumps meme. Mommy, I like the Game Grumps episode where they talk for a long time about blankety blank. In this case, I like the Mage Bug episode where they talk a long time about this obscure anime nobody's ever watched.
go watch Akagi.
Yeah.
It's not hard to find and it's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty short. One warning though, the ending is very abrupt because they ran out of manga.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's really good.
And for once, they didn't run out of manga because the guy died.
No,
He just
no.
decided to do something else.
Well, no, he was still working on it at the time.
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah. They started it, and then he, like, had not finished that part of the arc before they got to it. And
It was
so
also, they
just-
hit like 26 episodes and they're like, this doesn't need a season 2.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It probably could have, though, because apparently it took the guy, like, 3 years to finish that arc. And, like, it's not like he was not working on it or anything. Okay, yeah, that's correct.
I mean, even though it's anticlimactic, I still kind of like where it ended. Mm-hmm. Because it ends on, like, the most, oh, fuck, our hero is actually factually insane.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate.
The fact that everyone there is like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Mm-hmm. It fits. It fits the tone, it fits the theme. It's kind of a... What's the opposite of an in media res, where it just ends in the middle?
I'm not sure there is a name for that.
Yeah.
but it is that.
Yeah. As far as those kind of endings go, it's a good one. Mm-hmm. Those kind of endings in general kind of suck.
Yep.
But if you're gonna end it abruptly at some random fuck-off point, this is a good random fuck-off point.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not even random. It's like, this isn't even my final form. I will show you my final form.
Oh, you know what it's like? Imagine if the Namek arc ended with Goku going Super Saiyan, and then after he went Super Saiyan, it just hard cut back to Earth.
Yeah. That's pretty much exactly how it is. It's disappointing, but like, you can forgive it because the rest of it is just fine. It's great.
What's really funny is I've been bringing up Akagi for fucking years. Because I love that show. Mm-hmm. It's so fucking interesting.
Yeah, obviously, Mage is the one that got me to watch it. Hold on.
It's so weird, because you have a hero who is clearly a fucking villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, he probably wouldn't be the main villain anywhere, but he would absolutely be the dragon or the humbler.
Yeah. Like, he might be sounding kind of like the Punisher, but imagine if the Punisher did everything he did because he was kind of bored. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't have a tragic backstory. I hardly have any backstory. I'm just kind of bored, and I feel like fucking with super criminals would be an interesting way of passing my time.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly how it works.
But what if they kill you? Perfect, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. I want them to try. And if they succeed, they succeed.
Good for them, you did it.
Yep, this is fine. Congratulations.
I want a pointless death through gambling. What the fuck is your motivation?
Yeah. The reason it's so good, like we've been talking about details, but not like reasons. The reason Akagi is so good is because it delves very deep into, like, yes, the human psyche, but more the human psyche when it's pushed to its absolute limits. It's a thing about competition and the styles of, like, coping that people do when they're put into horrible situations via competition.
That monologue,
Yeah.
where he breaks down how people react to stress.
Yeah.
Where it's like, they attack, they retreat, or they hold their ground. Mm-hmm. And once you figure out what your opponent does, you have control over them.
Yes. Yeah, and so it winds up becoming like, who can do this better once you figure that out.
At first glance, it's a show about Mahjong. Mm-hmm. And then you think it's a show about cheating the Yakuza at Mahjong.
Yeah.
But at its core, it's a show about learning how to fuck with your opponents.
Yeah, the final fight doesn't even involve cheating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's entirely about mind games. And it's really good. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, we'll do remedies.
I think
Rejuvenate.
the other really strong thing with that series is it involves a bunch of characters with really unusual motivations.
That's true, yeah.
They're all, well, okay, everyone other than the main character, their motivations are understandable. Mm-hmm. The main character is a psychopath.
Yeah.
But, like...
He's a force of nature kind of character.
Yeah. It's like the Joker.
Mm-hmm. We are about to get story.
Ooh, shit. We should be able to get through now.
What do you think you're doing, Guardian?
Fuck you, Pustain.
Ryu.
How do you know Ryu's name?
Ryu, why do you let him live?
None the fuck.
Why do you let our enemy live?
Piss off, God. A dragon. Ooh, spoopy.
Can you hear it, Guardian? Can you hear our spilt blood crying out for vengeance?
The fuck are you on about? Oh, hello.
Another cool dragon design. Guardian, it's been, what, 400 years? You who tried to exterminate us. Where are you taking Ryu?
I'm taking Ryu to meet our god.
Why? To make a sacrificial offering of the last dragon?
Maybe. I'm not sure yet. To learn the truth. To learn if the war we fought 400 years ago was right. It's a little late for that shit.
Ryu, kill him!
No.
Avenge our people's memories!
I don't have any memories.
They destroyed us! The Guardians killed us all!
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
No? Why not? Don't you despise him? Don't you hate him?
Maybe? No, not really.
You must not hate. Silence! You have no right!
Fuck you. I know my rights.
Oh yeah.
I have the rights to stay up zombies.
So I think, yeah, Flare Sword is good. Actually, let's see if there's better equipment.
I dig that the glowy bit is in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's kind
I
of
don't
cool.
remember what Diamond Ring does. Death attacks, okay. I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. So Ryu, we're gonna do this first.
I'm assuming you can't do the cheeky Final Fantasy trick of just using like a raised dead on it.
Well, about that.
Oh!
No, you can't use Raised Dead on it. But if Gar is high enough level, or if you mastered Hondera, the priest guy in Gar's hometown, there's an ability called Kyrie, which insta-kills all undead on the screen.
Oh.
And it works on this.
That's really funny.
It is pretty funny.
Like, I'm just remembering, I think it was Final Fantasy 3? Mm-hmm. You had the Lich, and if you just throw a Phoenix down at it, it just instant kills it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a number of games like that. You can do that with the Ghost Train in Final Fantasy VI.
Shit, that works on Ghost Train?
It works on Ghost Train.
That's really fucking funny.
Yeah. The only reason there's an incentive at AGDQ whenever they show that game to suplex the Ghost Train is because the speedy way to do it is to just use a fucking Phoenix down on it.
I mean, you gotta do it for the memes.
Yeah, exactly. It almost always fills up. Because it's just amazing.
I wanna see a guy suplex a train.
Hell yeah. Oh no, you're gonna poison me.
How do you breathe?
There's one ability of this guy that I worry about. He hasn't used it yet, luckily, but it's Bone Dance, which I think you've seen before. But what it does is it confuses all characters.
Oh.
That's not fun.
So you don't want to enter the bone zone.
No, you don't want to enter the bone zone. I think Gar has something on that makes status ailments much less likely to happen, though.
I just realized it's really fucking weird that he has wings.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, he's bone, which means those wings are not flexible at all.
Yeah?
Because they're bone. And it also looks like they're coming out of his knees?
Yeah, it kind of does. Or elbows.
Yeah.
Oh, Gar got it anyway.
This is a really bizarre design that I still kinda dig.
Mm-hmm.
Just how big his fucking face is.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to picture what that would look like with flesh on.
I just realized he also doesn't have horns.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of really weird decisions on this design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's pretty rad. Okay, last turn as a dragon.
I Like, the fact that his jaw is so much bigger, but not pointed, it gives him this kind of like, this Mugsy kind of like minion goon kind of look.
Yeah?
Like, that's not the jawline of a main guy. That's the jawline of the dumb muscle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe that's what it was at the time, and now that's why it's angry and not thinking rationally.
Just a big dummy.
Yup.
Big dummy stupid head.
It's true.
It's like, Gar, I only understand violence. Why are you not using it?
Yeah.
Trying something else. It's like, fuck you.
Not a fan of that move. Not really.
Hey, Gar resisted. And
God damn it.
Did Ryu get confused?
Yeah, he did. You can tell because he's moving back and forth.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the name, I'm like, but his name was already blue.
Yeah. Just means he has a status on.
Okay.
In this case, he has 2.
So it's almost a Marlboro fight.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's a very status-y fight. There we go. Got it.
Yeah, did it.
I did. Reviled one! Why must you always interfere?
Because fuck you.
Why do you always restrain us?
Blop.
Boop. Ding, ding. You got...
Cool, we got a bowling ball.
Yeah. Malefic power flows through Ryu. You discovered the power of the Shadow Gene.
Now you can send people to the Shadow Realm. Oh, hello.
That was not a dragon.
Are you of the brood?
A true dragon.
We got the holy materia.
Feeling of warmth and love flows into Ryu.
Ew.
You discovered the power of the fusion gene.
Icky.
So the fusion gene is fucking cool.
Phew, what was that?
Yeah.
I've been alive for 400 years. I don't know what the fuck is going on now. A true dragon? That's what it said, right? What does that mean? Have I not killed any actual dragons? Then what did I kill? Kobolds? You don't know either? What the fuck is going on?
Okay, so fusion gene. Hold on. Let's use... Panacea, because I have a lot of them. Okay, so fusion gene, is very interesting. Oh, I see. Gene. I have to go here. What it does is that.
Oh.
And so Ryu basically draws from allies that he has, and every form is different depending on which ally you draw from.
That's cool.
That is really cool. So, like, they put a lot of thought and effort into the fusion system in this game, which is a reason that a lot of people prefer this game over Breath of Fire 4, because there is the Dragon Gene system in Breath of Fire 4 still, sort of, but it's way scaled back.
Okay.
Like, you don't get to pick your genes, you just, like, pick your form, and then you just go with that. And there's, like, maybe 5 of them.
That's...
It's unfortunate.
So there's always a dichotomy there, right? Mm-hmm. So you have the games where it's like, you can do all this really cool stuff, but the learning curve is steeper because of it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff you're gonna miss simply because you're gonna find the strategy that works and you might not be incentivized to experiment.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you do experiment and you find a matchup that's actually really cool, but you either use it in the wrong situation or there's something about your initial experience that makes it feel like ick, so you never touch it again.
Yeah.
So there's this drive to
right.
simplify, right? To scale it back to make it easier to pick up and understand.
Yeah.
But you lose some of the cool whenever you do that.
Yeah. It's funny, though, because, like, it's not like that was the whole guiding philosophy of Breath of Fire 4's design, because the combat system is way more complicated. Like, there's combos in it, where if you combine abilities of certain elements and stuff, it'll make... Like, if you combine a water spell and an earth spell, it'll make a mud spell.
Oh.
And there's like... Just, you can swap out all of your characters at any time, which makes for interesting tactical stuff, especially because, like, characters can do randomly, like, unique abilities from the back row that will help you.
Oh, okay.
Like, Nina will randomly heal a person for a small amount of HP or something, or Urshin will shoot her fist at people. Like, it's it's a very complicated game in comparison, just on the surface of it, but the Dragon Gene system, for some reason, is just almost non-existent.
Okay. So, benefit of the doubt, they're simplifying this so they can complicate something else.
Yeah, maybe.
Or, more likely, it's the Pokemon problem of, well, that was cool. Fuck that. Here's something entirely different.
Yeah, but it's not even entirely different. It's like, you choose your form and stuff, but then you also can get, like, summons of dragons.
What the
in
fuck?
addition to that. So it's like, I don't know.
What is going on with that system?
I don't know. It's a very strange game. It doesn't even really... It feels like a Breath of Fire game, but it doesn't feel like it's connected to any of the other prior Breath of Fire games.
So it feels like a spin-off.
Yes? It still has Ryu and Nina in it. Just like all the others.
Oh, you know what this really sounds like to me?
What's that?
We wanted to make another Breath of Fire game, but none of the Breath of Fire people are still here.
I think they were, though.
What the fuck?
Because it still has, like, the mature, interesting writing of Breath of Fire.
I mean...
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
Because Dragon Quarter doesn't feel like a Breath of Fire game, and everybody hates it for that. But, like, Breath of Fire 4, it feels like one. It's a good game. It's a very good game. It might even be objectively better than this one. It's just that there are some things that they changed for very weird reasons that I don't understand.
Okay. Because with how my brain is, whenever I hear of a sequel that's pretty good but doesn't feel right, my brain auto-completes the Dark Souls 2.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so here's the reason that it doesn't feel the same. And I'm not even sure it doesn't feel right, it just doesn't feel the same. Okay, Breath of Fire 1, Miria is your final fight. And you beat her up, and yay, happy, save the world, whatever. Breath of Fire 2, Miria left behind a scar of hatred that evolved into this god of destruction, and you have to beat that. Breath of Fire 3, just a second, need to take a drink of water, because I think that voice fucked me up a little. Breath of Fire 3. The first thing you see in the game is a mural of Breath of Fire 1's final battle. So like... God, okay. So they're all connected. Breath of Fire 4, none of that history is there.
Oh.
It's entirely separate story.
That's weird.
It is weird. It's good. It's a good story.